to my Disneyland haul. My name's Marissa and I am a Disney adult from Queensland, Australia. I've just been overseas to California and we did the Disneyland parks for 3 days. So I'm just bringing you basically everything I got. I did a fair bit of shopping in my time over there, much to Daniel's disgust. But we got a few things that I really wanted to show you guys. I love watching these hauls of what current merch is out there. So I really wanted to share this with you. Yeah, let's get started. I've got a lot to share. I think I'm going to do this in categories purely because I bought a few different things. I've got quite an array of Disney merch. So let's jump in and do some categories. So first up, I'm going to do apparel and accessories. So first up, I did get the Disneyland yellow jumper. I love this. This was my favorite purchase probably the entire trip. I just had to. I saw it was so cute. Second, we picked up a Lightning McQueen t-shirt. This is the one that Daniel wore for the day. We got them in the same size so that we can both wear them. But yeah, so this is the one that he got for his DCA day. This is the one that I got. This is the one that I wore to Cars Land. I love it. It's so cute. I love the little dark wash on it. On the back, it's got the piston cup as well, so I thought that was really cute. I think both of these were around $36 a t-shirt, or maybe $32 a t-shirt. So we grabbed one each to wear for our DCA day. The second prize possession we picked up was this Lightning McQueen crew jumper. It is so cool, the sleeve detailing, and then on the back there as well. This was such a sick find. So Dan wore this for his DCA day, but I made sure we got a big size that we can share because I love it. I think it's so cool. And I'm becoming, because of him, a bit of a Lightning fan as well. So we were super stoked to be able to go and do Cars Land for one of his first Disneyland experiences in the States. So that was pretty cool. Next up, I got this Ye, and I can't stress enough the haul shirt. This one here I got in the Disney store at the Citadel outlets. They had a buy one, get one 50% off. So I bought this one here along with another one. And this is the other one that I got as well. So this has got my girl Tiana on it. So I love this one. This one I wore at Downtown Disney for the day. And yeah, it was really cute. In terms of hats and headbands, we got not many this time. Usually I go nuts on the Disney ears while I can. But I didn't see any that I liked. I was really looking for the pink. They're like the pink ones with like almost like the tulle bow that's pink as well. So I was looking for a few of those sorts of ones, but I didn't see any in the parks, which I was quite devastated about. But I did get, in the plan that I was going to get a Lightning McQueen for the middle, I got the black ears, but these are going to be great because I can interchange the little middle piece. So I plan on getting those personalize your ear little characters, and I can pop them on the middle. I was wanting to find a Lightning McQueen or Mater, but again, not available while we were there. So yeah, so I want to get something like that to pop in the middle, and I thought these are good rather than having to bring 7 sets. I can just change the little character. So I got these for me. These were the regular, I think they were like $32 or $36 before tax. So yeah. Dan got, this is his little, I'm trying to show you a bit better. This is his little Disney hat. He wanted a cap with something like subtle Disney so he can wear to like golf. So that's the one that he got, and he wore this for his Disneyland Park day. Moving on to, I guess, like free things that we got in the park. Always you're going to get, Dan got his first button pin. He also got, because we guessed a bit of Lightning McQueen trivia in the line to meet Lightning McQueen, we got an honorary citizen one. And then we got, because we went to the Goofy's Kitchen for a character breakfast, we got our Goofy's Kitchen. So that's pretty cool. Then we also got a bunch of like free stickers for the 70th. Your maps. So I wanted to get a few of these. I got a few of each just so I can scrapbook some, keep some, and yeah. All those fun things. So they're all the free things that we got out of the parks. Then I guess I better jump into blind boxes. I got a few. So I'm running a little series on my Instagram. If you're not following me on my Instagram, I will pop it here. But I'm running a little Magic Monday, Mystery Monday blind box opening every Monday. It's just about to start this coming Monday, so it will already have started by the time this video goes up. But yeah, it's just a bit of fun to bring the Disney magic home, because for us Australians, we're unfortunately not close to the American parks. It's about a 12 to 13 hour flight for us. Just to LA. If we want to go to Walt Disney World, it's another 6. But yeah, so I just wanted to be able to bring some of the magic home. I guess that's the whole fun of it. We've got our like Disney shelves and things like that that sort of bring the magic, but I thought let's extend it a little bit longer. I am going back in September for our honeymoon. We're going to Walt Disney World and the Alani Resort, plus a bunch of other places in America. We'll be over there for about 4 weeks. But yeah, so I'm really excited to go and share that trip with you as well. I didn't vlog too much on this trip purely because I got so sick. It was like the night of, so we did Disneyland and then we did DCA, and the night of Disneyland I was like getting super sick. With a flu, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna wreck my trip. So definitely DCA I didn't vlog because I was so not feeling myself. We didn't even last the whole day, which is so unlike me. But yeah, so I just thought, yeah, let's bring the magic home because I can't wait till September. I really can't. So first up, from the Storyland boutique in downtown Disney, I picked up the Wishables. These are just the Mickey, I want to say the Mickey and Friends Wishables, the shimmer ones. Oh yeah, Mickey and Friends series, the shimmer Wishables. So I picked up 2 of those. I picked up 2 of the shimmer Wishables for Zootopia. I like Zootopia a lot, and I'd seen that these had only just come out before we came, so I was like, I'm gonna have to get a bunch of these. I already know it. So yeah, so I got these. I don't really care who I get as long as it's not Giselle, but now I've said it, that's what we're going to get. But yeah, these are really cute. And again, got 2 of these from the storybook. You can only get 2. They'll only allow 2 per customer. I mean, I had Dan with me, so I could have got more. But suitcase space-wise, I was running out very quickly. So yeah, but these ones, the shimmer ones are all $17.99 before tax. Did also get new one-wise. I got the up ones. These ones are so cute. I only got 1 of these because I don't really care who I get. I do love all of them. So I thought whatever I get, I'll be happy, and then that can go up on my Disney shelf. I'm not a huge like up fan. I love it, but I'm not a super fan or anything like that. So I thought just 1 will work for now. Then I also picked up the Mickey Childhood of Boundless Imagination. So these are the ones that I got, again, from Storybook. I got quite a few from here. It's sort of blind box heaven, really. So I got 2 of these. These are really cute. I can't wait to open these. These are probably what I'm most excited about putting on my shelves. And as you can tell, I'm running out of room. I really, really, really am. So maybe I can convince Dan to let me get another shelf for the other side of my desk. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, then from the Disney store at the Citadel Outlets, I got 3 of these. These ones are $9.99. And these are just going to be like little figures, so they're super cute. I just got these because I thought, again, let's put them in my blind box bucket. And they're a nice cheap little one. The rest of them, yeah, $17.99. I think these ones might have even been $23.99, something like that. So yeah, these were nice little cheap ones that I could add to my blind box bucket to sort of even out how much money was going in there. It's the way I justify it. It's the way I justify it. Then let's move on to, I guess, my homewares and plush miscellaneous toys. I'm not sure how to categorize this sort of section, but this is just sort of everything else that I got that I saw that I loved and I had to get. We had to. Like, I always go and I always get a mug. I have a cupboard, 2 cupboards full of mugs, full of Disney mugs. But I just always need 1 more. So I got this one. This one had just come out again before we arrived, so I had to grab this one. It's so cute, and it's like the perfect size mug, like perfect. So I picked this one up. Then to go in my mug, of course I had to get the Joffrey's coffee. So we actually picked this up from the Disneyland Resort. We went there for the character breakfast for Goofy, and then we picked this up at the same time after breakfast. I've been looking for this everywhere, and the day before at DCA we had just tried Joffrey's coffee, and I was like, this is the best. This is way better than Starbucks. I'm a Joffrey's fan. Even Dan liked Joffrey's, and he's really picky with his coffee. I mean, we're Australian, so we're coffee snobs, but yeah, the Joffrey's coffee I was actually quietly impressed with. So yeah, we picked up a bag of that. Then I also, when we were in DCA, played the Pixar games, and I picked up these two little guys here. This one I got from like the horse racing game, and then this one we picked up from the stars. This one you pretty much just dig in, grab your star, and you win every time. I just want the small one because I wanted the small one. I didn't want a big one. I can't fit them in my suitcase. So I just was so happy to get these two. Then to celebrate the 70th, I had to get... Oh, she's fallen out a little. I had to get one of the Irresistible like 70th editions. I would have loved to have gotten the castle. At the moment on the Disney store, even in Australia, we can still get it. So I might still get it. You can get like a castle replica. I've got on the next, not this shelf, but the next shelf up, I've got a few of the Funko castles, one of Disneyland, one of Walt Disney World. So having like the replica of the 70th with the 70th banner on it would be so cute. But I was a little pressed for baggage space and money after I'd spent all my money on blind boxes. So I did just come away with the little Irresistibles one. This is so cute. It's a little, I guess, hat. And yeah, he looks so cute on my little shelves to, yeah, remind me of the time I went for the 70th. So that's pretty cool. Another thing that I did pick up was a blind box that I did open on my Instagram. But this is the little Chip from the little Pop Mart, like Mickey Family range. So I did pick him up. I just got the one. I thought, no, let's just get the one. Otherwise, I have an addictive personality type and I will want more. So we just picked up one and then we walked away. But I did walk away with Chip, which is so cool. He is one of my favorites. He's my favorite chipmunk. Sorry, Dale. But yeah, he is super cute. So I'm glad I got him. Another thing that we got, now this one we didn't get from Disney, but I'm gonna include it. We actually got this from Target and I did some damage at Target. Holy dooly. They have like so much more beauty range even at Target. I went to Sephora even and I did some damage in Sephora. I did some damage at Duty Free. So we've done a lot of other damage, and we did go to Vegas as well. For the main reason we went on the trip was to go to Vegas for a football game, for an Australian football game. So we went over there to watch the NRL. That was Dan's thing he wanted to do. And I just happened to sneak in some Disney days because, you know, what's a holiday without some Disney? So we did that and I got a bunch of LA and Vegas merch. But for the sake of it, I'm going to include this even though it didn't come from Disney because it is Disney. Now, you're like, this is so absurd, what the heck? We are collecting, like, this is essentially what it is. It's like you can put all of your little mini cars into that. You might not know, and maybe one day Dan will let me share a video of it, but we are collecting like the little mini cars range. So they're like tiny little micro cars. Pretty much like this Lightning McQueen. We do already have him. But yeah, essentially they're that small and they'll sit in his little, whatever these are. They'll sit in his little trays there. So we've got this because I thought this is going to be cute at the moment. They're just sitting up on our like living room shelf. So I thought this is a really cute way to store them, and he can put this above his desk in the study as well. So that's really cute. Not from Disney, it's from Target. I think we paid $16 or something for it, but this is not something we would ever get in Australia. So I thought this is so cool. We made the space for it in our suitcase. But my favorite part of this entire haul might just be the pins that I got. So I got quite a few pins. I'm just looking at them now. I got quite a few pins from the parks. Again, it had been 10 years since I'd done actual pin trading in the parks and purchased any good pins. I'd been in between my 10 years of going to the US parks and now, I had been going to all the Asian parks. So I've done all the Asian parks, I've done all the American parks. All I've got left to do is Paris, and then I've done all the castles. But the Asian parks just don't have pins like the American parks. So you bet your bottom dollar I went hard on the pins. Again, much to Danielle's disgust. But I'll show you them, we'll run through them. It's a good time. So to start with, before I even got into the parks, I ordered online the GoPin Pro little booklets and little mini boards. So I ordered these and had them sent to my hotel. Unfortunately, nothing ships to Australia. We're so far away. So I had to get these online and then have them shipped to my hotel. It was a little bit of a risk, but paid off. because I did get them. So I did trade the whole time on these boards. I've now popped them all into my little book just to show you. But I picked up those to start with before I even got to America. Then both Dan and I got us both a pin folio. So I got us the mini pin show. So I picked, again, these up before we went to the parks in that same package. So I got a few. Now, I did get a few blind boxes, and I did open some of these in the park. So there's no actual pins in these, but I wanted to keep the packaging for my junk journal. Just girl things. But yeah, so I picked up the Disneyland 70th ones. In here we pulled Lightning McQueen and then the bird. I'm not sure what the bird's from. I don't think is it from the Three Caballeros? I'm not sure. But we pulled the bird. I then went into Frontier Trading and I traded it for the Jiminy Cricket. So they're the two that I've got now, but I picked up those to commemorate the 70th, and we were really hoping for the lightning, and that was just best case scenario. Then Dan picked up the light and dark, what is this? Light side versus dark side pin set. This was actually released the day we were there in the parks. So he was pretty stoked to get these. He pulled, what did he pull? He pulled Darth Vader, and then is this, I'm not even sure what him is. Again, we've Googled him and I still can't remember his name. So he pulled him, then we traded that one for a Luke. So he was pretty stoked to be able to trade that on one of the Shadow Box boards. Then let's do speed round because I got a few. First up, I got the Honorary Pin Traders. That one there is 14. Then I picked up the Mulan and Mushu. I picked up the Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I loved this ride. And then I also got the Merida. And then every year I go to the American parks, I get one of the spinner pins. So I picked this one up for 2026. I always get the year and the spinner. So that's the one I got for 2026. Then I collect Tiana pins. So I picked up, of course, the Tiana and Naveen pin. And I also got Tiana and her dad. I love this with her little like tiara on as a kid. I love to collect Tiana in her yellow dress. That's probably my favorite to collect. And then, of course, I had to get Tiana Wishing on a Star. Then again, I've picked up a few of the mystery pins, and I will show you all of that and all of my pulls from that very shortly. And then, of course, to commemorate the 70th, I had to get a Disneyland 70th pin. I'm really bummed that I didn't go and get more. I was like, no, be sensible, be reasonable. But now I look back, I'm like, damn it, I should have got it. Oh well, maybe next 70th, right? Not. And then as well, we got just some little like happily ever after. We just got engaged in Hong Kong Disneyland. So it was cute to get these from our little trip, because it's kind of like a little mini moon. I want to call it a mini moon. We are going to Disney for our honeymoon, but still, why not celebrate? When am I going to be engaged again, you know? Hopefully never. So there are all the pins that I got that are just general rack pins. Then I'm going to show you everything I traded for and blind boxed. I'm going to show you first Dan's pins. He's letting me show you for the video. So in his little pin folio, I'm going to try and remember what I've got here. He wanted the Deadpool one. Again, that was released the Tuesday before we went. So that's the 10 years of Deadpool. He loves Deadpool, loves Ryan Reynolds. And then we've got two of the Lightning McQueen pins. This one's the Radiator Springs Races. This one's the Cozy Cone. And then this one's the 70th one that we actually pulled, which I was ecstatic about. If you want to see it on my Instagram, check it out. It's there. So I've pulled that, which is awesome. This one's from the Be Uniquely You. This is a box set that I had years ago. He's been into bolts, so we got him a bolt pin. And then what else has he got? Oh, and then he's got his two from the Dark Side versus Light Side. And yeah, so that's what he got. That's his little show side of it. And then inside he's still got his traders. These are all just ones that I didn't really want from my old collection. So they're just ones he can just have fun and trade on the board with. If he sees something he likes. So then this one here is my pin folio, and she is stacked. I've got a few of my like traders on the front, and this one doesn't actually fit in there anymore. But this is just the Ariel Cake Patisserie. I traded for that one. These ones are all ones that I bought to the parks but never got to trade. Then the piece de resistance. This is everything that I traded for in the parks. Like I said, I did some pin trading. I brought a few over from my collection that I got a few years ago, and just traded anything that I just wasn't in love with anymore. And I've also bought, like I said, a few of the hidden Disneys. I also bought a few of these that we traded for. So there's a bunch in here. This page, obviously, all of my hidden Disneys. I got quite a few, but I plan on taking a lot of these to, these are all mostly wave B and then a few wave A's. But I plan on taking this to the parks at Walt Disney World and hoping to trade for like a Lightning McQueen 2026. But yeah, they're all mostly B's. I got a few A's, and then I did get a 2026 Grand Californian Hotel pin there. So that was pretty cool. Pulled them off a cast member. I did some trading on the boards and found a few of these. There was some really good boards at like Disneyana and stuff like that, which are pretty much full of real pins, which was a sight to see. And then, yeah, I've traded with people in the parks as well. So I went, like I said, to Frontierland, traded a few for my 70th ones. And then I just met people around the parks that saw that I had pins and were like, oh, would you like to have a look and trade? And I was like, 100%. So that was really nice as well. And people like stop you and want to trade. So I traded a few of those ones as well. And then I opened, like I said, a blind bag of Munchlings. And then I tried to grab every single Munchling I saw on a pin board because they are so cute. Like, at first I was like, they're just going to be traders. I'm not going to really be into them. Oh boy, was I into them. I loved them so much that I got a few extras. And then, like I said, I traded for my Jiminy. I found a Fantasy Flights Tinkerbell. I found a few of the Cup range, and I thought Mr. Toad, being Disneyland really, will trade well in Walt Disney World. And then I found they had like a little Tiana like starter pack from the Bayou Adventure. I didn't like all of them, so I never got it, but I did trade for the little bears, which was my favorite part of the ride, the little bears. So I got those as well. And then I already had this Pixie plush, and then this one is from like I believe they're like the villain sidekicks. So got that as well. So yeah, no, I did a lot of pin trading. I'm super happy. This whole board just makes me happy. So I can't wait to pull out. I'm going to pull out all of my keepers from here, and then I'll obviously take the rest over to Walt Disney World to trade there. And I hope because they're Disneyland ones, we might get some good pins over there as well, but we shall see. But that concludes everything that I bought at Disneyland. I was, like I said, only there for 3 days, and I did a fair bit of damage in those 3 days. But yeah, so now we're just saving our pennies, and we'll hit up the Walt Disney World at the end of the year. But thank you for watching if you've watched this far. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll link it down here. We do, yeah, lots of videos all the time. I've got tons of content that's still going up from our time in the parks. So make sure you follow along for that. And then, yeah, I will see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.